Hi guys, back again with me, Belandina, Anita, Sere, Sihombing from 3MSU. My absent number is 0619-4051-2752. Today we will discuss about pronoun. Let's restart it. Pronoun. Definition of pronoun is any of small set of words in a language that are used as substitutes for nouns or noun phrase and whose referents are named or understood in the context. Rule 1. Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronouns easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence. Example, blank 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 did the job. I, he, she, we, they, whoever, etc. all qualify and are therefore subject pronouns. Rule 2. Subject pronouns are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, will be, had been, etc. Example, it is we who are responsible for the decision to downsize. Rule 3. This rule surprises even language watchers. When who refers to a personal pronoun, I, you, she, we, they, it takes the verb that agree with that pronoun. Incorrect, it is I who is sorry, but the correct is it is I who am sorry. I am. Rule 4. In addition to subject pronouns, there are also object pronouns, known more specifically as direct object, indirect object, and object of preposition. Object pronouns include me, him, herself, us, them, themselves. Example, Jean saw him. Him is the direct object of the verb saw. Rule 5. The pronouns who, that, and which become singular or plural depending on the subject. If the subject is singular, use a singular verb. If it is plural, use a plural verb. Example, he is one of those men who are always on time. The word who refers to man. Therefore, use the plural verb are. In sentences, like this last example, many would mistakenly insist that one is the subject, requiring is always on time. But look at this way. Of those men who are always on time, he is one. Rule 6. Pronouns that are singular require singular verbs. This rule is frequently overlooked when using the pronouns each, either, and neither, followed by of. Those three pronouns will always take singular verbs. Do not be misled by what follows of. Examples, each of the girls sings well. Rule 7. To decide whether to use the subject or object pronoun after the words then or as, mentally complete the sentence. Example, Trent is as smart as she or her. If we mentally complete the sentence, we would say Trent is as smart as she is. Therefore, she is the correct answer. Rule 8. The possessive pronoun yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs, and whose never need apostrophes. Avoid mistakes like hers and yours with apostrophes. Rule 9. The only time it has an apostrophe is when it is a contraction for it is or it has. The only time whose has an apostrophe is when it means who is or who has. There is no apostrophe in oneself. Avoid oneself, a common error. Example, it's been a cold morning. The thermometer reached its highest reading. Rule 10. Pronouns that end in self or selves are called reflexive pronouns. There are 9 reflexive pronouns. myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, oneself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Reflexive pronouns are used when both the subject and the object of a verb are the same person or thing. Example: Joe helped himself. Rule 11. The use of they and their with singular pronouns is frowned upon by many traditionalists. To be consistent, it is good practice to try to avoid they and its variants, e.g., them, their, themselves, with previously singular nouns or pronouns. Not consistent, someone has to do it, and they have to do it well. Technically correct, someone has to do it, and he or she has to do it well. Rewritten, someone has to do it and has to do it well. Rule 12. When a pronoun is linked with a noun by n, mentally remove the n plus noun phrase to avoid trouble. Example: incorrect. Her and her friend came over. If we remove an her friend, we are left with the ungrammatical her come over. The correct is she and her friend came over. The last rule: if two people possess the same item and one of the joint owner is written as a pronoun, use the possessive form for both. Example: incorrect, Maribel and my home, or mine and Maribel's home is incorrect, but the correct is Maribel's and my home. Example of pronoun in sentence. Recent examples on the web. Peterson objected on the grounds that the law could force him to address a transgender student by his or her preferred pronoun, or else be faced with prosecution under human rights laws. Second, yeah, a lot of dance songs have come hither lyrics about beguiling women who are referred to exclusively via pronoun. Okay, that's all of my presentation. Thank you and see you in the next meeting. Bye bye.